Hi guys, it's Fig here. I realized that if I only release Minecraft videos, then I'm never going to release videos. I do want to make more Minecraft stuff, but just the recording of it and the working on it. I work a full-time job, and my roommate works, but also when he's here, I don't want to record and all that. So it's just figuring out all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I'm trying to work on some Minecraft stuff right now. I've got different stuff in the works. I have some Minecraft Redstone stuff to do, some stuff on the, modded world, all that kind of stuff. But today I wanted to show you some Legos I got. I recently ordered a bunch of Legos. Um, Lego had a sale, so let's see if I can get this in here. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted a pirate set, pirate ships, because my cousin had them, and I thought, wow, those are cool. And then when I grew up and I was an adult and I had jobs and I could buy Legos all I wanted, then they didn't have any. They didn't have any for sale anymore. And if you wanted to get one of the old sets from when I was younger, it costs an insane amount of money from people scalping on eBay or whatever. But now, Lego Ideas, if you guys don't know, Lego Ideas is where just fans of Lego will have an idea. They'll come up with an idea, they'll build a set, they'll submit it, Lego will find it, they'll say, hey, that's pretty cool. The community votes on it, and so I'm actually part of that. Anyone can be, but I mean, so I'll get emails and stuff, and they'll say, hey, vote for these things, and you can go and support them. And once it gets enough support and Lego says, hey, that's a pretty cool idea, then they'll go and modify it and make sure it's ready to be an actual set. And they consider things like the amount of pieces and the price that they'd have to put on it and whether that's considered worth it by the community and all that sort of stuff. And then yeah, then they do this. I also have the Lego Saturn V rocket. That's the rocket that went to the moon in 1969. So it's huge. I can show that to you sometime if you want, but yeah, I've got it in the other room. But anyway, all that to say, this is just a set that someone designed, and you can see the box is pretty big. Human for scale. This is me. I'm a human. I'm normal size, I guess. And then this is the pirate ship. So this can actually be done in two different ways. So it can be as the pirate ship sailing, or it can be like a shipwreck, whatever. So this is something I'm going to build. I'm also going to build this, which is super cool. This is an old NES. Back in the day, now what are we on? Nintendo Switch. Before that was, the Wii U, then the Wii, then the GameCube, then the 64, then the Super Nintendo, then boom, the NES, and before this Famicom, but no one really cares. And then, wow, this is really hard. I don't know if you ever tried this, but anyway, Nintendo Entertainment System. So when I first saw this picture, I thought that this Nintendo was actually a real one, just set to the side to show this, but that's actually made of Legos, which is insane to me. And then I guess I got to move this way for it to be in the camera. Then this is the whole TV. You've got the controller made of Legos. You've got the TV. It's got Mario on it. Let me just look. This would make it easier. You got Mario, and he actually moves and stuff. And I think this background scrolls in there. I don't know. Super cool. I'm excited to build it. So that's, I'll be working on that as well. But then I also got a free gift, as you sometimes do if you order through the Lego shop or you go to one of the stores. They have a gift. Well, right now it's... I'm going to sneeze. Right now, the free gift is this little set. It's A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. So you can see there's Tiny Tim, and there's the other guy, and there's Scrooge McDuck or whatever. I don't remember exactly. I'm not... It's Christmassy, right? Whatever. So, but it's a cool little thing. It's a book, and there's this little thing on top, and I guess there's drawers for I don't know what. But so I'm gonna build this, and I actually have here it is. Previously on a Christmas, I had bought something, and I got this Nutcracker, this Lego Nutcracker, that I still have together. So just a little Lego Nutcracker, and It's got a little stick on the back so you can move his mouth. Doesn't actually crack nuts. Apparently, there was an exclusive larger version that actually is able to crack nuts, and it acts different whether you have a nut in there or not. But this one, you know, it just has, it's just for fun. But it's just a cool little Christmas decoration that I can put around. And then I will have this other one. So I'm gonna build it. I went ahead and laid these out. Let's see if I can grab the camera without making it too shaky and crazy. Let's see what I can do here. So you can see, if I turn off this light, there we go. I've got this little touch lamp here to give me some brightness. I've got this. This is one of those little things you put the wax in and it makes this smells and it changes colors and whatever. You can see here I've got all the Legos laid out. I open the bags, and as I open them, I open the bags with the largest items first, and I'll put those all around, and then I'll just do bag after bag and put them all here. This is called knolling with a K, putting them all out nice and neat. I don't do it as neat as I could. For instance, these guys right here, these could be nested, and nesting is just when you stack things nicely. Like these could go like this, and it would take up less space, and it would be neater and stackable, you know, instead of doing it like this where they just fall over. But the problem is at work, I work in a logistics center. You know, I do a lot of different things with products and whatever, but one of the things I occasionally have to do is nest products together. And so, you know, I worked hard today and this whole week, so I don't feel like doing that. I just laid them out. This is good enough. I can find the pieces as I go through the book, and this one's small. I'll show you whenever I open those other ones. If you guys are interested, I could show you progress or, you know, whatever of me working on those, the pirate ship and the Super Nintendo, or the regular Nintendo, sorry, build. And you could see how big the books are. But this is just a little book, you know, just a little set. Nice. And again, I got this for free just for buying stuff, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so I'll just work through this and I'll put all this together. The last little bag that I open is always going to be the tiniest one. All these little pieces, a lot of times ones that'll roll around or things like that. So what I do is I have this shoebox lid that I pour them all into. And I do this for each of them. I'll pour them in here so anything that rolls will just catch on the sides here, and then I'll sort them out. And then the last bag I just leave in here. That way it doesn't make a mess. Well, I was going to show you sort of a quick time-lapse type thing of me building it, but apparently it didn't record. So I did finish it. It's super cute. I don't know how well you can see it. I need a better camera, obviously. But it's got all these great details. You can see stickers. I'm not a big fan of stickers. I'm not very good at it. But I got them on there. I think it looks good. You got a drawer here. All these little details. You got a tree here. There's like a little core, and then these slanted pieces slap on the sides. And you've got your little candles and a wreath and all that kind of stuff. And here, you know, they use these techniques like snot. I don't know if you know what that is. It's a stud knot on top. Whoops. Also, I do keep my floor clean. Not enough to eat off of, but it's nice and spacious. So if I drop anything on the floor, I can easily find it, which is good with all these tiny little pieces. But yeah, so this is just built like this on, you know, a regular flat piece. And then you've got these little pegs here. So the stud is not on the top. That's what that means, snot. And so you're able to attach these pieces to the side. So that's how you get all these cool different fixtures. Like the snow on the ceiling. And oh no. Oh no. We can cut all this out. Yeah, so I liked it. It was a fun build. You know, you got your drawer, you got all the cool little features, lamppost, all that. It was really enjoyable. And I actually had to look this up because I kept thinking Scrooge McDuck was seeing a past version of himself, and I didn't realize how he connected to Tiny Tim. But I looked it up, and actually in the present, this is Bob Cratchit. He works for him, and Scrooge gave him Christmas off only because everyone was doing it. He didn't want to, but he was like, fine, I'll let you have Christmas off to spend with your family. Why do you need to do that? And Bob Cratchit is here with his son, Tiny Tim, who is very ill and can't walk, and so he's got the little stick and everything. So he's seeing him and how devastating this is. And I'm surprised they don't have a ghost with this, but I guess it doesn't look as cool. But you know, there should be a ghost telling him, hey, this, you know, he doesn't have long to live, et cetera, and you know, it sparks some generosity. So I actually looked up some of the, you know, I looked up the wiki. So here's some little stuff from it I thought was interesting. Dickens wrote A Christmas Carol during a period when the British were exploring and reevaluating past Christmas traditions, including carols and newer customs such as Christmas trees. So I guess Christmas trees were kind of new at this point. And he wrote 3 Christmas stories previous to this one, which is interesting because I've never heard of those, so I don't know if they're just terrible or what. And he wrote like 4 after this. I also haven't heard of those. He was inspired to write this after a visit to an establishment for street children, so basically like an orphanage. And so that's probably, you know, the treatment of poor kids and stuff running around the streets is partly inspired this story and why he wanted to have this change in Scrooge to be, you know, to understand the value of humanity and all that. The treatment of the poor and the ability of a selfish man to redeem himself by transforming into a more sympathetic character are the key themes of the story. This was published on 19th of December in 1844, and the first edition sold out by Christmas Eve. So that's pretty impressive. And then he began reading the story, like out loud. He would just go and read the story, and people loved it so much he did 127 more performances all the way until 1870 when he died. So kind of amazing. You know, he wrote this story is just one of what, 3 before, 4 after. So this is one of 8 stories. This happened to be the most popular one. Kind of interesting. I didn't research how much, but the wiki claims that this story affected, you know, inspired traditions further out. And apparently Merry Christmas was something they said in this, and in Victorian London, that wasn't a big thing. You know, it was said before, but it wasn't as popularized, and he made it popular. People went around saying it. So, yeah, this is just a cool little piece. Hope you like that little tiny bit of history from the wiki. You can look up more. Yeah, I thought it was a fun, cute little build. Yeah, so let me know if you're interested in seeing some of the other sets. I could build the pirate ship or the Nintendo thing. I will build them, but just whether you want to see them or not. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.